All right, let's go to Providence. Police releasing new enhanced video giving us a better look at the person of interest in the deadly Brown University shooting.
Paul Mauro is live on the Brown University campus in Providence, Rhode Island. Hey, Paul.
So good morning, gang. Providence police say they have video showing the person of interest casing out the area here in Providence as early as 10:35 on Saturday, around 5.5 hours prior to the shooting. Now, the Attorney General says so far the video that's been released is the best they have of this person of interest. Police have no information about how old he is and nothing to suggest that this is a Brown University student or staff member. They're hoping someone in the public will recognize this person's body movements, the posture, how they're carrying their weight. The FBI has also released new videos showing that this person of interest walked past the engineering building at 2:53, roughly 1 hour before the shoot. And then we have this one taken after the attack, showing the man walking back into the residential area, the area that the police are surveying. It was all captured by a surveillance camera outside the building. Now, all this comes as a map shows the camera coverage on the campus had a clear blind spot with no footage where the shooting actually took place. Brown University's president was on the defensive yesterday amid questions over the lack of cameras.
The shooter is responsible. Horrific gun violence took the lives of these students and hospitalized others. And it's deeply sad and tragic that schools across the country are targets of violence. Brown is no exception.
Now, investigators admit they have a lot more area to canvass. Right now, they're walking through 200 tips. But according to Brown University student body president, lack of answers is concerning.
We have been concerned and confused and hoping that there's more progress in the case. But I also do see that the campus is working really hard and doing everything that they can. There's definitely uneasiness with the gunman not being in custody. General mood I've been feeling is like getting the air knocked out of you. It's pretty sad on campus.
Now, police say there's no evidence to suggest that anyone was actually targeted in the shooting. They are now asking people in the area to check their surveillance video at home for any possible clues.
So now that you're there, Paul, do you believe more than likely than not that the shooter knew this was at the edge of campus and had a clue that there were no cameras there? Now we find out there's not 800 cameras, there was 1,200 cameras at Brown, but this old building didn't have many, and he was able to get out and get right off campus almost immediately. Does it seem as if it was plotted and planned that way?
Yeah, Brian, I think you go right to the salient point. 1,200 cameras. The first thing I would ask is, were all of them working? Camera systems are notorious for going out. They lie moribund. Nobody checks in them. If you're not really monitoring these things, they're not always working. Every cop has that story, sees the camera, thinks they're going to get a quick solve, and lo and behold, the thing doesn't work. As Brian Yennis noted yesterday, this all occurred on the edge of what is a very well-off residential area. If you walk this neighborhood, and I've done it this morning a bit, not only are the houses walled off in many instances, they're set well back from the street. That's a bad break for the police because any ring cameras likely only pick up the curtilage, as they call it, the area just around the house. The idea that some of these houses, which are behind walls and set well back, are going to pick up important video from the street is a little bit of a Hail Mary at this point, and I see why now they're having so much difficulty as they fan out to try to get better ring video.
So, Paul, you and I, we covered Idaho together, and it was a PR nightmare. Yeah. Some of the stuff was conflicting. It seemed like they didn't have as much evidence. But lo and behold, behind the scenes, even though the leadership kind of scuffed, made some mistakes, the real detectives were working the case. Do you suppose that the same thing could be happening right now?
I do, and actually I've been advocating for that, Lawrence. And yeah, you're right, you and I were out there, and we dealt with all the negative incoming that those cops, that task force were taking. And it took 6 weeks. We're only a few days after this one, but everybody forgets about those 6 weeks, and it became a paragon of policing. People talk about What a great job that task force did. And people forget that for 6 weeks they were called Keystone Cops. There's a lot of electronic stuff, digital forensics that can and will be done, certainly, especially with the addition of the FBI in the case. But unfortunately, that's meticulous work that takes time. You can bet that they are grinding on this. I can tell you that these cops here want to solve this more than anybody, and I'm sure that stuff is going on as you and I speak.
Paul, how are they able to say this is the suspect? Do they get the witnesses that were in the classroom to go to the police station? They play video for them, show them who's walking around on campus and identify him?
You know, that's an excellent question. I've been wondering that myself. They really do seem to believe, probably based on the timeline that they've put out in terms of the egress and ingress. It's on the corner, that initial video that they put out. It's hard to describe without showing it, but the building behind me is where it all occurred. He comes out on the other side of the building and then makes a right. Apparently, they've been able to account for pretty much everybody else except for this individual. And the fact that nobody has come forward and said, hey, wait a minute, I'm seeing these videos. That's me. I had nothing to do with this. I think probably has only raised them up a little bit further. And you got to wonder, are they saying to themselves, okay, if we've identified pretty much everybody else in the building and this guy is the person that's the outlier, well, let's look at everybody who is under 5'8" with that body type, who's been in the engineering school or the engineering program for the last 5 years. You're going to have to start now, in addition to the forensics and everything else, taking some educated guesses and doing some real grind work, knocking on doors and saying, account for yourself, where were you?
But Paul, you got to mention the elephant in the room, which is they've already done this before with a suspect in the sense of they grabbed someone, they didn't stop the investigation, but they stopped the manhunt. And they're putting all their stock into this guy right now. Even though the investigation continues, there is the possibility that this couldn't be the guy.
Yeah, you're right. There's a very good possibility that it is. They seem to be pretty sure, but you're 100% right. The good news is that generally when people do stuff like this, generally, if it does indeed have an ideological purpose, they talk, they're in contact with others. So the hope is at some point somebody here is going to give them up. But look at Kohberger. He was very much a lone wolf, and his motives were not what anybody suspected. A lot of us thought there must be some sort of a sex crime embedded with that, and there was not. The only thing I would say, Lawrence, is that, you know, blind alley leads occur in every investigation. You go down alleys. The thing that we thought was the solve on Saturday night, turns out the kid was able to demonstrate from the video in the hotel and from the key card that he actually did never leave the hotel room. And so they washed that lead out, even though it looked very, very good. People say that, oh, there are no coincidences and investigations have never done one. They, of course, have them. And that's a blind lead that you have to chase. They seem to feel pretty good that this is their guy, but it could be all they have.
Well, apparently, if they're continuing to release this video and say this is the guy, that means whoever's in that video did not come forward and say that's not me. So they're still looking for him. Don't you have a feeling, Paul? You've been behind these investigations, behind closed doors. Don't you have a feeling after 200 leads? All of America is talking about this story. Someone knows who this is. He might look like someone in your neighborhood or someone you love. Don't you get the feeling that someone's called the police station? They might actually know the identity. They're just looking for the guy.
You know, I got to name check the Kohberger case again because you got that in Kohberger. The campus cops next door in Washington State had found Kohberger. They found his car. Two separate security guards put that lead together and sent it in. And remember, Lawrence, it got a little bit lost in the sauce because they thought the car was a year off or something, and it was a lead that was sitting there. Ultimately, they got to it, and it turned out to be very important. And so you're absolutely right. There could be a lead number 346 that's sitting there. It didn't look that hot, and they didn't get to it. Somebody did call it in. Look, it's not a totally unique body type. All right, 5'8", he's a little chubby. People are trying to ascertain, well, his walk makes him look older, makes him look younger. I wouldn't put a lot of stock in that. What I would say is that the fact that he knew the engineering building, I'm here, the idea that he knew to go into this building coming out of this residential area, and the fact that he was casing the place the day before and the whole morning beforehand, he very much knew where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do. That's my assessment, and he was just waiting for game time. So that tells me, how did he know that 4 o'clock study hall session was going to kick off?
Right, and you just have to wonder, too, could there be a link with the assassination of that MIT professor 60 miles away? I don't know, but two very prestigious educational institutions.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Appreciate you.
That's right. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.